Hey guys, and welcome back to the low poly tree class. In this lesson we'll be going through how to create some trees. So just going over here, clicking on the sphere tool, we've created a sphere. Just drag it up, delete the font tag again, and we're just going to go in here and just taking a look at some of these things here. We'll go to this button here. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Yeah. So if we click on this button, and we'll select the polygon reduction, click and drag it into the sphere, and you'll see that the sphere has suddenly changed the way it looks. So it looks a lot more sort of low poly style. So if we scale the sphere up a little bit, this sphere will eventually represent our leaves. So scaling it up. So just play about with scaling up and moving it around. You can also go to polygon reduction and play about with the polygon reduction strength. So with this one we'll leave it about 80%, and then we'll go back to this button here. So click and hold, and what I'm looking for here is the displacer. So click and drag the displacer into the sphere as well, and then click on shading, go to this button here, click on noise, and then click on custom shader. I think that's it. I think that should be it. So we can play about with the different settings in displacer. So play about with the height here. So that'll sort of change the way that the circle or the sphere looks. So it's a lot less sort of sphere looking. It's got some bits, some polygons which are sort of cutting in or sticking out, a little bit more random than a low poly sphere. So clicking on this button again, let's see if there's anything else that we could use. Let's play about with the strength again. So once you're happy with that, click on the top button there, so you can make the polygon editable. Now it will look like it's back to the sphere, but it's only because you're in edit mode. It will still retain the low poly look that we did before. So if you click on that, you'll see that it looks low poly again. So exactly the same as what we did with branches, just using the different tools at the top there. So the move tool, the scale tool, and the rotate tool. So I'm just using the different views to make sure that I can that I'm putting the leaves in the right place. So sometimes it can be a little bit hard to see where you're placing the different elements of the tree. So using those different viewpoints can come in handy. So just placing it just on top of those branches there, so that it sort of overlaps the tip of the branches. And then what we're going to do here is hold Control, drag, and then you've sort of copied or duplicated that sphere. So we're going to do the same thing again, just using the scale tool to change it up, messing about with the strength, the displacer, and the polygon reduction settings, and just moving it around, seeing how you can combine it with the rest of the tree. So somewhere there is just fine. Playing about with the polygon reduction, see what sort of shapes that you can create. So you'll see me constantly do this throughout the tutorial, just going backwards and forth through the different settings in displacer and polygon reduction. So again, holding Control, clicking and dragging to duplicate, just creating another sphere, low poly sphere, and then using the different camera angles to place it in the right place. So again, using the move tool and duplicating it once again, and then moving it around. So that's really all there is to it for creating your leaves for your low poly tree. For the rest of the leaves, it's just a simple task of just duplicating the original sphere that you created, and then just going through the various settings, like the low poly setting, going through the displacer settings, and then just moving it to the right place. Also using the tools that we use to create the branches, so you can use the scale tool and the rotation tool, and then going backwards and forth between all those tools to create the shape of the leaves that you want. It's also a good idea to go back to your PSD, your sketch, just to see how closely you followed your original silhouette. So once you're happy with the shape of your tree, we'll leave it at that, and in the next lesson we'll go through how to create or how to add colors to your low poly tree. See you guys there.